So we have some more shocking news for millions and millions of Americans. Because right now, millions of people could be getting screwed over and they don't even realize it. What is about to happen in the coming days? We are about to see tariffs placed on multiple other countries, but it's going to hit the US hardest. According to multiple economists, they are saying that tariffs will be good in the future, but over the next 6 months, it's going to be painful for the American people. We're going to see prices increase and we're going to see less products on the shelves. Today, I want to break down what's happening, how we are seeing numbers that we have not seen in 12 plus years. This is very scary because this also shows the U.S. economy is contracting. I want to explain what's going on, how you will be impacted, and what this means for the future of the United States. I will do that very soon, but first, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates, and now let's begin. So every single week here in the United States, we are getting more and more updates. We are getting data and more information to tell us what is happening, not only in the past, but in the future as well. Well, we've got more of those updates today. Look at this one right here. This says consumer confidence is where the economy is headed. Hits a 12-year low. I want to read you this, okay? Because this right here is crucial. Listen to this. It says the board's monthly confidence index of current conditions slipped to 92.9, a 7.2 point decline, and the fourth consecutive monthly contraction. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones had been looking for a reading of 93.5, but we even missed that. It says, however, the measure for future expectations told an even darker story, with the index tumbling 9.6 points to 65.2, the lowest reading in 12 years and well below the 80 level that is considered a signal for a recession ahead. So 80 signals a recession. That's the consumer confidence number, 80. We're at 65.2. Why is everybody talking about a potential recession? Well, we have a lot of problems that we need to deal with, and we're not dealing with them in a timely manner, according to multiple experts. I want to show you something. Look at this right here. It says U.S. manufacturing is shrinking again as Trump's tariffs set in. It says Monday's PMI numbers gave an unduly rosy picture of growth, city economists wrote. Now, some are saying that yes, the economy is going to grow, we're going to be just fine, but I want you to listen to what this person is saying. This person, it sounds like they run a manufacturing plant, but listen to what this person wrote to me. This person wrote and said, and I quote, "You need to wake people up on manufacturing. Everybody thinks that once tariffs hit, that we are just going to start manufacturing those products here in the United States. But the truth is we won't. Here's an example. My plant has been in negotiations with a U.S. company to manufacture their product in country. But due to other contracts and obligations, we are at least 7 months out. So yes, eventually we will begin manufacturing in the States, but it won't be until the end of 2025. Now, everybody is saying, okay, manufacturing is shrinking here in the United States. It is. But they say it's coming back. We are going to see growth. We will see growth. I'm a firm believer in this, but the growth will not happen overnight. We are seeing companies, Honda's coming in, Hyundai, I believe, is coming in. We're going to see, Taiwan Semiconductors coming into the United States, going to start manufacturing right here. This is all going to be great. Apple's going to do the same thing. We're going to be bringing in, hundreds of billions of dollars. This is perfect, right? Well, not so fast. We are going to see prices go up. Okay? This is going to be temporary, but prices are going to go up. This is exactly what we're going to see. This is what economists have been projecting for a couple months now, is that prices are going to go up. We know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Once those tariffs are in place, which there are already some that are in place, but it's not this all-encompassing tariff, what's going to happen is it's going to take time. Experts believe that come the middle of May and June, that's when we're going to see the most impact. That's when prices are going to go through the roof. But at the same time, we're going to see manufacturers start to negotiate contracts with companies that they're going to bring their manufacturing here to the United States. That's going to be great. But again, like this person's saying, it could be they're at least 7 months out. It's not going to be until the end of 2025 before they even get started. And that's with the manufacturing process. So they got to go through manufacturing and quality control and shipping before they actually get it to the company to send it out to the warehouses and sell it to the American people. This might not even happen by the Q4 of 2025, which means all those products that may be manufactured here in the United States aren't going to hit the shelves until 2026. So we're almost a year away. That's the concern. Now, everybody thinks, oh yeah, we're just going to start manufacturing right here in the United States. That's not necessarily true. I want to show you some numbers as well. Look at this right here. It says right here, this came out yesterday. This is the S&P Global Flash US PMI. Now, I want to read you just the key findings. This is for March. Okay, this is from this month. This came out yesterday on the March 24th. Right? It says Flash US PMI Composite Output Index. It's 53.5. That's a 3-month high. Great. Flash US Services PMI Business Activity Index. 54.3. That's a 3-month high. But these are the ones, okay? These are the ones that are showing contraction. If they're under 50, it's showing contraction. Flash US Manufacturing Output Index, it's 48.8. Okay, February is 54.5. That's a pretty steep decline. Okay, what is that? 5.7 points. Yeah, it's a 3-month low. Okay, the Flash US Manufacturing PMI, it's 49.8. Last month it was 52.7. Again, a 3-month low. That's key. Now I want to read you this though. Right here it says, manufacturing output meanwhile fell into decline, contrasting sharply with the gain seen in the first 2 months of the year. It says February's rise in output was the largest recorded since May 2022. One of the reasons why output was up, especially in January, February, people were excited about the new administration. We've seen this before, right? Trump, he's a business guy, right? We are going to do great. Business is going to be booming. Well, it hasn't quite happened like many people projected. Let's keep reading this. It says factories reported fewer instances of output having been buoyed by the front running of tariffs, and new orders growth came close to stalling in the goods producing sector. Input buying in the sector also fell back into decline. However, export sales showed the smallest decline for 9 months thanks to rising orders, in particular from Canada, Germany, and other EU countries, hitting at some further efforts to fulfill orders ahead of tariff implementation. So they were trying to fulfill orders before tariffs went into effect. Essentially, that's the reason why that actually did fairly well. Yeah, everybody's concerned about tariffs, but this is where the American people are going to get screwed. And I said this before. What we are about to face, again, we've faced it before, we've gone through it, but this administration, the Trump administration, this time around, seems very hesitant to impose these tariffs on other countries because now other countries are fighting back. Well, what is the United States? What can we do to force our hand and to ensure that those other countries are going to play by our rules? Take Canada, for example. Canada tried to do all these different things to prevent the Trump administration from imposing tariffs. They were even going to block energy going to the upper northeast, right? Well, Trump said he's just going to keep increasing tariffs. Eventually, they backed down. But here's the thing. Canada has been imposing tariffs on U.S. Imports for decades. It's nothing new. Right? Everything we send to Canada, right? They're paying more. There are costs associated with that. That's why the Trump administration says we are operating at a deficit. We have a trade deficit with every other country, and he wants to stop that. But it's going to take time. This is not something that's just going to happen overnight, and this will be a shock to millions of Americans. We are going to see prices go up, and we're going to see the amount of goods sitting on the shelves is going to decline. That's going to be temporary, probably for the most part of 2025, but come 2026, things should be better. So we'll see what happens, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.